Fala galera, Luiz aqui da 𝘼𝙤𝙤𝙀𝙗 mais uma vez com vocês para dar continuidade ao Alan Wake remasterizado, galera. E nesse episódio vamos dar aqui continuidade ao Alan Wake no episódio 3 do jogo. Beleza, galera? Quem ainda não assistiu o episódio 2, vou deixar um encarte logo acima para você poder acompanhar o segundo episódio dessa série do Alan Wake que a gente está jogando, beleza?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
Beleza.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Bem, estamos seguindo aqui o Randolph. E como eu tinha informado, né, galera, vamos dar continuidade aqui ao terceiro episódio. No segundo episódio, a Rose, né, que é a garçonete, nos ligou, falou que tinha conseguido o manuscrito. Porém, ela estava sendo manipulada lá pela velha sombria. Que ainda não sei o que é essa velha sombria, né?
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook store. The Scratching Hag.
A bruxa
Comes for you in the
esfoladora aí, ó.
dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
As histórias aí da cidade. O maluco tá conseguindo nem andar, mano. Tá se arrastando.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Vamos lá dar uma olhada. Rose? Tá em casa, Rose?
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Olha, parece um zumbi.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's...
Pronto, todo mundo foi drogado.
Barry! What? What?
Dois. Essa Rose é muito estranha.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife.
Assombração.
You must finish what you started. I insist.
Você é doido.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
Aí, ó. Lá vamos nós.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her 𝘼𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙤. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, 𝘼𝙤𝙤 𝘍𝙤. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Vambora. A gente tem que ler ali, né?
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
A gente tem que ler a legenda porque infelizmente é legendado, né?
Oh dear diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
Bem. Ó.
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
Eita.
God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, 𝘼𝙤𝙤!
Eita caramba. Ih, Matrix. Eita doideira.
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
Caramba, ficou doideira agora, hein?
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake! Come on! Take it easy on him! Get after him! Don't let him get away! Move it! Move it! Move it! I'm having John, let him get away!
Corre, maluco. Do nada a polícia quer me pegar, não tô entendendo nada. E já chegaram largando o aço já, mano. Não teve nem conversa.
There he is! Free! Okay, men. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Eita.
Oh, damn.
Eita. Acertaram um teco ali. Manuscrito. Virando a página, ó, troféu conquistado. Eita doideira. foi agora? Meu Deus do céu, corre, maluco. Não é pra cá, não. Vamos embora. Eita, a bala tá comendo. Eles estão lá embaixo. Tô sem arma, sem lanterna. Daqui a pouco vai começar a aparecer aí os fantasmas aí doidos, ó. Pegando ele lá, ó. Eita.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
É. Pra onde que a gente tá indo afinal? Só estamos indo embora, né? Eita.
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
Eita caramba. Derrubou até o helicóptero, né? É, deu ruim. Vamos ver o que temos aqui. Uma garrafa de café. Um rádio.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over. Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, Mulligan, what are you doing? Come on. Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Bem, aqui eu acho que não tem mais nada. Vamos embora. Ué. Ah, por ali, ó.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
A luz da estação do rádio. A gente vai lá para a estação de rádio. Vamos por aqui.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Vamos para a estação de rádio. Desarmado. Ah, doideira.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Pois é, como que eu vou passar sem uma lanterna aqui? Vou ter que dar uma olhada aqui, né? Derrubar o portão. Aqui, ó. Já até seco isso aqui, ó.
There was no power to the searchlight.
É, tá sem energia, beleza. Tem um gerador por aqui. Que dê a luz.
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
Ué? Gerador. Ficou ruim de novo? Tá. Lá vamos nós de novo. Tem que dê a luz novamente. Boa. Quebrou lá o portão lá, amaldiçoado. Portão amaldiçoado se foi. Ó, de novo. Sai fora, rapaz. A lanterninha. Só falta uma arminha, né? Armas.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Granada de atordoamento. Mas nada de arma.
Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report, over. Team 2, come in. I need a report, over. Come on, guys, talk to me. Come in, please, over.
Ninguém vai te responder, xerife. Infelizmente. Vou gastar a granada ali agora não, mano. Ui, não. Opa, caramba! Eu queria usar não, mas os bichos já apareceram do nada, né? Os policiais se transformaram aí em fantasmas. Granada de atordoamento.
It's Mill Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Mill?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around,
Os fofoqueiros já espalhando.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on?
Vambora, vambora. Vou ficar ouvindo essa fofoca aí não. Nome escrito ali do outro lado. Ah, mas que saco aí. foi logo tudo de uma vez. Bum, bum, bum. Essa granadinha é boa, hein? Gostei. O problema é que agora só tem 5, né? E tá vindo monstro de novo, ó. Quando vem esse sonzinho, ó, vai aparecer, ó lá, falei? Vai aparecer os ele, vai aparecer os... Já foi. Corre. Sirene. Opa, granada, vai granada. Só tem granada de todo aumento, só. Aí. Ui, quase. Corre, corre, Alan, corre, Alan. Chegando. Eita, tem outro ali. Foi-se. E agora, como que eu entro aqui? Ah, por aqui, ó. Não, é por aqui, uma portinha aqui. Mais fácil.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Why, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us? Well, I just don't see why the cops bother with the trailer park. What do you mean?
Aqui pelo menos tem bastante luz, né?
Thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise.
Acabou de falar onde ele tá.
Alan Wake just walked in, folks. I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake.
Vamos lá.
Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Esse cara tá sendo controlado, é possível.
There's a civilian in there.
É. Corre. Deu ruim, hein? Vamos correr de novo.
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Vai até a estação de trem. Mas esse episódio só tô me ferrando, ó. Mais monstro, ó. Foi por pouco, hein? Eita! Caramba! Eita! Sai fora, rapaz! Munição de escopeta, revólver, finalmente arma! E sim, hein? Rapaz! Só foi por pouco, hein, rapaziada. Ó, vai aparecer mais monstro, ó. Começa a fazer esse barulhinho, esse som aí de suspense. Olha aí.
was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Acender a luzinha aqui pra ajudar, né? Escopeta, munição. Eita caramba! Eita! Acabou? Ah, a luzinha ali vai ficar ruim de novo. Vá pra luz. Liga aí, meu filho. Não apaga não. Escrito. Vamos pra luz, vamos pra luz, vamos pra luz. Salve. Munição, munição. Peguei pilha. Vambora. Quem é no telefone agora?
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
Tá viva.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Vamos subir as escadinhas. Vambora. Aqui vai ter monstro, com certeza. Já tá tudo tremendo. Ah, não, é o trem. Começando a cair as coisas.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Eita caramba! Eita! Mas eu tô mirando, pô. Aí trollou, hein? Eu tava mirando a luz ali pra não ter que bater em mim as paradas, mano. Feião isso, mano. Voltou longeão, velho. Nada a ver isso.
That was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path. hoped I could find a car from there. That was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path. I hoped I could find a car from there. That was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path. I hoped I could find a car from there. That was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Acho que eu consegui agora, hein, rapaziada. Que isso, depois da terceira tentativa eu consegui. Esse que é o problema. O cara vai... Fantasma doido, rapaz. Depois da terceira tentativa eu consegui. É coisa pra caramba que ele começa a atacar em cima da gente, mano. Bicho enjoado?
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
A lanterna mais resistente. Vamos ver o que vai rolar aqui, hein? Se esquiva, pô! Ah, não se esquiva não. Esquiva, rapaz. Mata o cara. Agora corre. Esses fantasma doido. Sai fora, rapaz. Ó. Esse grandão é sinistro, mano. Essa munição aí também só cabe 2 balas, mano. Aí acaba rapidinho. Aí quebra firma. Pegar sinalizador aqui, ó. Munição que vai vir chefe aí, ó. Acabou.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast
Não quero ficar vendo um programa de TV não. Vambora.
All too often the stars are right. In nights.
Ano escrito. Eita caramba, sai fora. Que isso? Ui, se esquivei na hora, hein? luz. Luz. Vou pegar o carro aqui e vazar.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
É. Doideira, hein? Esse episódio, hein? Brick Falls.
The coal mine wasn't far now.
Estamos indo pra mina pra encontrar lá com o sequestrador, né?
Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw. Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Dá pra ir com a ponte, vai por baixo da ponte, né? Ali, ó. Vamos ver o que temos aqui.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night.
Bem, vou pegar outro carro aqui, né? É que a gasolina do outro tá acabando, né? Isso aqui é um 4x4, né? Subir a montanha. Eu tinha que ter uma opção de botar um rádiozinho no carro, né? Vamos ver o que tem ali. Ponto de controle. A gente vai pegar esse outro carro aqui depois. Mas vamos dar uma olhada aqui em cima aqui, né? Ver o que temos aqui.
Welcome back to KBF.
Bem, não tem nada aqui. Sacaneou. Vambora. Vou pegar o outro carro. Não sei, né? Vai que a gasolina do outro tava acabando. E vamos trocando de carro. Seguindo a estrada aqui. Agora a gente tá com conversível. Peguei até a mina.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Bem, acho que daqui tem que ir a pé, né? Manuscrito aqui. É isso, chegamos no nosso destino.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Cara, não apareceu. E agora?
Wake!
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by you.
You want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello?
Cara,
Hello?
sacana, hein?
I'm gonna kill him.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
Certo, mas por onde vamos? Por aqui.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Munição, pilha, garrafa de café, que até agora eu não sei para essa garrafa. Eu tomo tanto café e continuo aí nesse sonho doido aí. Pra que tanto café? O que houve agora? Essas assombrações doidas aí. Caramba! Eita! Não acaba não. Toma luz na cara, vagabundo. Ui! Velho, que doideira, rapaz. O cara me jogou um carro, rapaziada. Cara, não, uma assombração aí doida aí, né? Caramba. Toma logo. Tem uma hora que eu me assustei com a minha própria sombra ali, rapaziada. O que tá me jogando ali, mano? O que é isso? Rapaz, esse bicho joga tudo, mano. Mas o que é isso agora, mano?
hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Desliga a energia. Como que eu vou desligar a energia? Vou passar por cima deles com o carro. Garoto. Agora a gente entra aqui. Economizei, né? Um tempo, economizei pilha. Pegamos a energia. Eita, agora tá tudo escuridão. Voltar pro carro. Aí, ó. Eu tô dentro do carro, mano. E aí, agora? Tô protegido, rapaz. Agora eu tô preparado pra você. Que isso, se não tivesse esse carro também tava ferrado, né? E o carro desligou. Sai fora. Que isso, foi por pouco, hein, galera. Cê é louco, o carro ficou ruim ali, mano. Me travou. Minha salvação quase me deixa na mão. Bem, galera, o nosso tempo vai encerrar aqui, né? Vamos ter que terminar esse episódio no nosso próximo episódio. Eu vou terminar esse episódio no próximo episódio. Beleza, galera? Espero que vocês tenham gostado desse episódio aí. Se você gostou, deixe seu like, se inscreve no nosso canal para ajudar o nosso canal a crescer cada vez mais. E, claro, compartilhe aí com seu amigo que quer acompanhar também essa série do Alan Wake. Beleza, galera? Lembrando que todos os jogos que jogamos aqui tem no nosso site. Então, o link tá na descrição desse vídeo. Beleza, galera? Um grande abraço. Até a próxima. Fui!